Remember when $5 could buy you lunch instead of half a candy bar? When rent didn't require selling a kidney? When your coffee didn't cost more than your first car payment? Welcome to the inflation apocalypse, where your money shrinks faster than your will to live. Every day, every purchase, every paycheck, you're getting robbed. Not by some masked thief in an alley, but by something far more sinister. A hidden tax you never voted for, never signed up for, and can't escape. This isn't some economic accident. It's a feature, not a bug. While you're counting pennies, someone else is counting your pennies. Today, we're exposing the vampire with a government badge that's been bleeding you dry and why working harder will never save you. Buckle up. This is going to hurt, but at least now you'll know why you're broke. Forget the textbook garbage about rising prices due to supply and demand. That's PR bullshit designed to make you feel stupid. Here's inflation in plain English. It's when the same dollar bill buys you less crap than it did yesterday. Your money is literally rotting in your wallet like a forgotten banana. Every month, every year, your purchasing power gets smaller while everything else gets more expensive. Your rent? Obese. Your groceries? Morbidly obese. Your gas tank? So fat it needs its own zip code. The beautiful part? Nobody asks your permission. They just print more money and watch yours become monopoly money. Democracy in action, folks. Inflation is the ultimate pickpocket. So smooth, you don't even feel it happening until your wallet is empty. Picture this. Last year, your $100 bought you a week of groceries. This year, maybe 5 days if you skip meals. That missing $20 of purchasing power didn't vanish into thin air. It got redistributed to people who definitely aren't you. Your savings account? It's not saving anything. It's a slow-motion crematorium for your hard-earned cash. That 0.5% interest rate while inflation runs at 8%, you're literally paying the bank to watch your money decompose. Even worse, they sell this theft as economic growth. Oh, a little inflation is healthy. Sure, healthy for parasites. Your paycheck stays the same while everything else doubles in price. It's like being told you're getting taller while someone digs a hole under your feet. Congratulations, you're being robbed in daylight by mathematics. Here's a dirty secret. Governments are inflation's biggest fanboy. Why? Because inflation is their get-out-of-debt-free card. Owe $30 trillion? No problem. Just inflate the currency until that debt becomes pocket change. It's like borrowing money and paying it back with monopoly dollars while pretending you're being responsible. Politicians love inflation because it's the perfect crime. No fingerprints, no smoking gun, just your purchasing power slowly bleeding out while they point fingers at everyone else. It's Putin. It's supply chains. It's greedy corporations. Never mind that they've been printing money like it's confetti at a victory parade. The best part? They can fix inflation anytime they want to by stopping the money printer. But that would mean actual fiscal responsibility, and we can't have that. So they keep the printing press warm while you freeze choosing between rent and ramen.
Let's take a magical mystery tour through your financial graveyard, shall we? Your grocery bill has turned into a horror movie. Remember when chicken didn't cost more per pound than your hourly wage? When eggs weren't a luxury item? Now you need a small loan to buy cereal, and avocados require a background check. Rent? Your landlord is basically a medieval lord collecting tribute from peasants. Half your paycheck disappears before you even see it, feeding the great rent monster that grows hungrier every month. Gas prices swing up and down like a drunk person on a seesaw, but somehow down still means you need a second mortgage to fill your tank. Your savings account is the saddest joke of all. You're earning 0.5% interest while inflation eats 8% of your money's value. That's like trying to fill a bathtub with a teaspoon while someone else drains it with a fire hose. But hey, at least you're building wealth, right? Right? Here's where it gets truly evil. They've trained you to think this is normal. Oh, prices always go up. That's just how the economy works. You need to adapt. It's Stockholm syndrome, but for economics. You're defending the system that's robbing you blind because you've been gaslighted into thinking poverty is your fault. They've normalized the insanity. Coffee costing $7? Normal. Rent eating 60% of your income? Normal. Needing 3 jobs to afford what one job used to cover? Totally normal, you lazy peasant. Meanwhile, your parents bought houses on part-time wages, and your grandparents raised families on single incomes. But sure, it's your avocado toast that's the problem. The psychological warfare is complete when you start blaming yourself for not hustling harder, while inflation steals more in 1 year than you could ever make in side hustles. Welcome to Economic Gaslighting 101. Congratulations! You're paying a tax you never agreed to on income you already earned for services you'll never receive. Regular taxes at least pretend to be legitimate. There's paperwork, voting, representation, the whole democratic theater. Inflation? That's taxation without representation, which last time I checked started a revolution. This hidden tax hits everyone, but it hits the poor hardest. Rich people have assets that inflate with the currency. Poor people have cash that deflates like a punctured balloon. It's a wealth transfer system disguised as monetary policy. The beautiful irony? They'll raise your income tax while simultaneously devaluing your income through inflation, double dipping into your misery like it's their personal buffet. You're being taxed into poverty while they print themselves into prosperity. And the best part? It's completely legal because they wrote the laws. Modern feudalism never felt so sophisticated. Sold on the just work harder lie? Time for a reality check. Inflation doesn't care about your work ethic. You can hustle until your soul leaves your body, and inflation will still eat your lunch money. It's like trying to outrun a car while you're on foot. Mathematically impossible and physically exhausting. Your 3% annual raise? Cute! Inflation just laughed and took 8%. You're literally working harder to become poorer. It's a treadmill designed to exhaust you while keeping you in exactly the same place. Side hustles, overtime, weekend work. You're burning yourself out fighting a rigged game. Meanwhile, the people causing inflation are buying their third yacht with money they printed last Tuesday. Hard work used to build wealth. Now it just maintains poverty with extra steps. The American dream has become the American hamster wheel, lots of running, zero progress.
Plot twist, while you're getting financially waterboarded, someone else is having a pool party. Banks love inflation because they lend out money that becomes worth less over time. They borrowed valuable dollars and get paid back in monopoly money. It's like lending someone gold and getting paid back in aluminum. Corporations benefit because their assets inflate while their debts become cheaper. Plus, they can blame price increases on inflation while padding their profit margins. Sorry, had to raise prices. Secretly, thanks for the cover story. Politicians win because their massive government debts become easier to pay off with devalued currency. Why balance the budget when you can just inflate away your responsibilities? Meanwhile, you're the designated loser in this rigged casino. Your debt gets heavier, your savings get lighter, and your dreams get more expensive. It's a wealth transfer system with extra steps and better PR. Rich people have inflation armor. Poor people are inflation target practice. When you're wealthy, your money lives in assets, stocks, real estate, commodities that often rise with inflation. When you're poor, your money lives in checking accounts that get devoured like all-you-can-eat buffets for economic vampires. Poor people spend most of their income on necessities: food, rent, gas, utilities. Rich people spend proportionately less on these inflation-heavy categories. So when everything gets expensive, guess who feels it more? The wealthy. The wealthy diversify into inflation hedges. The poor diversify between rent and food. One group gets richer during inflation, the other gets professionally screwed. It's economic warfare disguised as monetary policy. The rich get asset appreciation, the poor get the bill. Class warfare was never this mathematically elegant. Let's fast forward to your golden years, assuming you can afford gold by then. That retirement account you've been feeding, inflation is eating it faster than you can contribute. You're trying to save for the future with money that expires like milk. Your retirement dreams are rotting in real time. Want to buy a house?
Good luck competing with inflation and investment funds buying property with printed money. Home ownership has become a luxury subscription service you can't afford. Dreams of financial freedom? Inflation just moved the goalposts to another continent. Every year, enough money becomes more money. You're chasing a target that runs faster than you can run. The long-term consequence is simple: permanent financial adolescence. You'll work forever, rent forever, struggle forever, while being told it's your fault for not adapting to the new normal. Your future just got repossessed by monetary policy. So, there you have it. Inflation in all its grotesque glory. The hidden tax that turns your paycheck into play money while politicians and bankers toast to your financial funeral. You didn't vote for this. You don't benefit from this, but you're definitely paying for this. The system is working exactly as designed, just not for you. While you're wondering why you can't afford the life your parents had, remember, it's not a bug, it's a feature. But here's the thing: knowledge is power, even when that power feels powerless. Now you know why you're broke, and more importantly, you know it's not your fault. So the next time someone tells you to work harder while inflation steals your lunch money, you can smile and tell them exactly where to stick their financial advice. Stay angry, stay informed, and maybe invest in assets that don't shrink when bureaucrats get creative with money printers. Because if you're going to be poor, at least be poor with attitude.